In this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make more money as a real estate professional. If you're new here, my name is Brandon. I've helped tons and tons of clients get into their first homes, get into their first investment properties, start their own businesses. We help a bunch of business owners get business funding and also help clients fix their credit to get into their dream homes, dream life, whatever that looks like. Now you might be asking yourself, who is this Brandon guy? Why should I listen to him? When I was 22 years old, I purchased my first real estate property with strictly credit cards. I had no money to my name. As you can imagine, I was 22 years old trying to figure things out. And I was able to leverage the US credit system to be able to purchase properties, fix, flip, and sell them. I also built a six-figure real estate team while I was doing that and built up so many other businesses. So if I was a real estate professional in 2026, this is exactly what I do to make more money. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first things first, I know you real estate professionals hear it all of the time. Look at your sphere of influence. Why do I say that? Because your sphere of influence can literally be the difference from you making 50, 60 grand a year to making 300, 500, even $600,000 a year. Guys, when I tell you, when I first started my career, all I did was go to networking events, post on Instagram, post more social proof. Whenever I had a closing, made sure I was posting it. Guys, your sphere of influence, once they start to see you doing more and more transactions, they start to trust you more, right? So that's the first thing I would say is definitely grow your network to be able to close more deals. You got to think about it. If you meet one person at the gym, or if you meet one person at this networking event, that one person can bring you one client. And as a real estate professional, we both know that you're making $6,000 to $13,000, $15,000 in commissions. So you definitely won't want to give that up. You have to make sure you're being outside, you're seeing who you're talking to, who you're networking with. And of course, in person is going to be the strongest caveat to that. Online is great. However, if you're in person, the people tend to trust you more. So I definitely recommend that. Now, the second thing that I recommend, and this is something that's made me a ton of money in whatever industry I was in, you want to create opportunities with each client. What do I mean by that? When I spoke to any client, I understood their whole situation. I basically was running a whole analysis in my head of their story, where they want to go, and their current pain points. If you can be that solution specialist and you can see and pinpoint what pain, what problem your clients are having and how you can solve it, that is gonna be the number one driver to your income. It's not gonna be a social media post of a listing. It's not gonna be, maybe an open house, right? But if you can be the solution specialist, you will get clients. I have this saying that I say, maybe someone else has said it. When you can solve problems, when you can solve headaches, you make more money. For example, someone's going into foreclosure and you know the mortgage service company and you're able to do a short sale on that home. You're now being a solution specialist versus being just another real estate agent, right? So that's something I definitely would recommend is create more opportunities. If your client has a credit problem and you're seeing that they have super high utilization, who can I connect this person with to get the deal done? And when I get that deal done, I'm capturing how they're feeling, right? I'm capturing the testimonial, but on top of that, now the client trusts me, so they're gonna send over their family, their friends, their business partners. So that is the main thing, is creating opportunities even when you even don't think there's an opportunity. My client has no money, they have no credit. How can I get them in a home in a year? You don't want to be that negative Nancy and say, hey, it's not possible, we can't get it done. How can we figure this out for the client? That is the main thing that's gonna drive your income in 2026 because it's something I did 2 years ago, 5 years ago, and it's something I'm still doing now to this day. Guys, and I am super sorry for my handwriting, but have a vertical in your market. What does that mean? For example, if I'm a real estate agent, I'm not gonna go open up lemonade stands in the open house, right? But I'm gonna find different niches and different categories that I can expand my portfolio on. If I'm a real estate agent making 100 grand a year, 150 grand a year, how can I go make more money with a different vertical? For example, can I provide HELOCs and different types of mortgage solutions for my clients and obviously represent them in the best way? Can I do that? Or can I help fix a bunch of clients' credit so I can actually go ahead and make more money on top of being the solution specialist that we talked about in the beginning? This is honestly the thing that blew up my career, was learning how I can find a vertical into my specific market. So I was dealing with a bunch of buyers in the beginning, right? As most of us. Actually, my first deal was a listing, to say the least. But when you can deal with a vertical in your market, I was seeing a ton of buyers coming in from online leads, meaning Zillow, OpCity, Ojo, Movoto. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But most of those online buyers didn't have the proper credit to be able to get the job done. So what did I do? I fixed their credit. They trust me. And on top of that, we're closing on the deal. So I'm making money in the beginning of the transaction, before driving, before doing anything else. And I'm also making money at the end of the transaction, right? And not everything, of course, is about making money. You want to make sure you're representing your clients in the best way possible. However, if you want to maximize on your current database, on what you got going on at the moment, you have to figure out these verticals. Another example, I know a lot of realtors that are also loan officers. A lot of people say don't do two things at once, but if you can close on a loan and close on a house at the same time, instead of making 10 grand, you're now making 20 grand. So you definitely want to maximize on all of those possibilities. So like I said, if I was a realtor or a loan officer in 2026, these are the main three things that I would do to grow my business and make more money before the end of the year. It is now Q3, we're in July. As I'm making this video, this could be 10 months down the road, but as I'm making this video, it's currently July, the beginning of Q3. If you start to do these three things during the year, I guarantee you're gonna see success. And on top of that, you will see more money in your pipeline in 2027. Why? Because as you start to focus on it, these opportunities start to expand. Oh, this client had a credit problem and they needed it fixed and I couldn't find someone at the time because I was super busy. Well, now we have Brandon, right, that can help fix your credit to be able to purchase that home. Or this client had a leak in their roof and I know a roofer that will give me a commission for referring that deal out. Right? There's so many different things that you can do in the real estate industry specifically, and that's why I love it. So if you're a realtor or loan officer, I'd love to connect with you and see how we can close a bunch more deals together. I have my Instagram down below. You can send me a DM on Instagram. I'll probably have a link down below as well on how you can connect with me. Either you can book a call with me or my team to see how we can get more deals done, because I see a lot of loan officers and realtors that don't really know what's going on the credit side of things. So I'd love to connect with you on that part. But outside of that, it is Q3 at the moment. I want you guys to completely grind and finish off the year strong. If it's not Q3 at the time you're watching this video, it is still a time to put in the action. I guarantee you, if you do these three things, you'll start to see more money. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.